Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us again for another exciting exploration into the mysteries of the spiritual world. Today, we're diving into something fascinating, something that many people experience but may not fully understand: spiritual gifts and abilities. Have you ever been told you're an old soul? Or perhaps you've felt a deep, unexplainable sense of connection to something greater than yourself? If you have, it's possible that these experiences are more than just coincidence. They may be signs of your spiritual gifts coming to the forefront of your life. The concept of being an old soul is often linked to the idea of carrying wisdom or knowledge from past lives, or simply having an innate understanding of life that feels out of place in the modern world. It's as if you've lived before, or you've inherited this deep, intuitive wisdom from your ancestors. This could very well be a reflection of your heightened spiritual awareness. When you start to see the world through this lens, you may begin to realize that there's more happening around you than what meets the eye. But what if it's not just an intuitive feeling or a vague sense of wisdom? What if these are signs that you actually possess spiritual gifts? Spiritual gifts come in many forms, and they can manifest in ways that defy the logical, rational explanations of our everyday lives. Many people experience heightened emotions or unusual synchronicities that can't be explained by ordinary events. If you've ever felt an undeniable connection to something out of this world, or felt like something or someone is trying to communicate with you, you're not alone. These could very well be the beginnings of a deeper, spiritual awakening. It's not uncommon for people to experience feelings or events that seem beyond normal perception, and it can be both exciting and overwhelming at the same time. So how do you respond when you feel like there might be a supernatural being trying to get your attention? Is it a sign of something more? Some people might dismiss these experiences as mere coincidence. But for those who are spiritually inclined, these moments can be clues or messages from a higher power. You might even begin to notice a recurring pattern, divine interventions that seem to happen just when you need them most. Now, let's take a deeper look. What happens when these experiences start to feel more frequent or intense? Could it be that you're being called to embrace your spiritual gifts more fully? If you find yourself feeling this inner pull, it might be time to explore your connection to the spiritual world. The longer you wait to recognize or develop your spiritual abilities, the more challenging life can become. You may feel out of balance or disconnected from your true self, as though you're resisting something important that's trying to emerge. Remember, spirituality is not a one-size-fits-all journey. Some people experience a sudden awakening, while others may have gradual experiences that unfold over time. The key is being open to what's happening and understanding that spiritual growth often requires patience and reflection. As you explore these gifts, it's essential to stay grounded in your experience and not rush the process. Your spiritual awakening is personal and unique to you. If you've felt a strong connection to the spiritual realm, or if you've started noticing signs that you might possess some kind of extraordinary ability, you might be wondering how to interpret what's going on. That's what we're here to explore today. In this video, we're going to investigate 10 distinct signs that could indicate you have spiritual gifts. Whether you're new to the concept of spirituality or you've been on this path for some time, these signs can help you understand the depth and scope of your abilities. Before we get into the specifics, I want to reassure you that it's okay if you feel a bit puzzled or confused by these experiences. When you're highly intuitive or spiritually gifted, you may encounter phenomena that go far beyond what a typical person might experience. You might find yourself sensing things about people or situations that others can't, or experiencing emotions that feel strangely out of place. These are not just random occurrences. They are signals that you're connected to something bigger than yourself. And while this can be unsettling at times, it's also an incredible gift. As we move forward, we'll explore how these gifts can manifest in various forms, through intuitive abilities, heightened empathy, or even supernatural experiences. Each person's spiritual journey is unique, and you may experience these signs in different ways. However, once you begin to recognize these indicators, you'll be able to better understand and navigate your spiritual path. Trust yourself and your experiences, and remember that spiritual awakening is not about rushing to the finish line, but about embracing the journey as it unfolds. So whether you've had a deep sense of knowing, strange premonitions, or moments where the divine seems to be guiding you, there's no need to feel alarmed. Instead, allow yourself to explore these gifts with curiosity and an open heart. The universe may be trying to show you something important, something that will not only enrich your life but also help you grow into the person you're truly meant to be. Stick with us as we dive deeper into these 10 signs of spiritual gifts. Together we'll uncover the profound truths about the spiritual realm and help you embrace your unique abilities with confidence and grace. Let's begin. Visions are often described as vivid, often surreal experiences that arise seemingly out of nowhere, appearing like an internal movie unfolding before your mind's eye. They can come to you in moments of stillness, while you're lost in thought, or even during a heightened emotional state. But what exactly are these visions, and why do they appear to some people more than others? At their core, visions are thought to be messages from the spiritual realm. They represent a form of communication that transcends our ordinary perception of the world. These spiritual messages come in many forms: a flash of imagery, an intense feeling, or even a sudden knowing of something that hasn't yet occurred. It's almost as though you're transported to a reality that hasn't fully manifested in the physical world, but is playing out in a dimension of energy or consciousness that exists just beyond our senses. They are not merely products of your imagination, but rather glimpses into an alternate plane of existence, one where time and space bend and blur. These visions, often appearing when your mind is relaxed or in a state of heightened awareness, can feel startling or unsettling, especially if they show something that has not yet happened or reveal a hidden truth. This can happen when you're daydreaming, meditating, or in a moment of stillness, allowing you to connect to a deeper layer of awareness. Unlike ordinary thoughts or daydreams, visions have a certain clarity and intensity, almost as if they are alive within your consciousness. They can feel vivid, compelling, and deeply real. What makes these visions so important in the spiritual journey is that they are often laden with meaning. One of the most common types of visions people experience is a form of premonition, a glimpse of a future event. This could be something as simple as seeing a particular situation unfold in your life, or the life of someone close to you, or as profound as sensing impending danger or an important change. It is as if your soul is tapping into a cosmic stream of energy, offering you a preview of what's to come before it actually manifests in the physical realm. In some ways, these visions can serve as protective mechanisms, helping you prepare for future events. For instance, you might have a vision of a loved one in trouble, despite not having had any direct communication with them. This could be your intuitive mind connecting with theirs, sensing a disturbance in their energy field. In these cases, the vision is offering you a heads-up, a form of guidance that can help you intervene or make preparations ahead of time. Some people experience these visions as a type of warning, urging them to take caution in certain situations or relationships, while others might receive more positive messages, showing them potential opportunities or blessings that await them. What's fascinating is that the line between dreams and visions often becomes blurry. In both states, we can receive information that our conscious minds are not fully aware of. However, visions typically differ in that they occur while you are awake, and they are often accompanied by a sense of immediacy, urgency, or significance. It's as though these experiences are not just fleeting thoughts, but a tangible reality demanding attention. The content of a vision might be cryptic at first, leaving you with a feeling of mystery or wonder, but as time unfolds, the meaning becomes clearer. Over time, many people who experience these visions start to notice patterns, discovering that their intuitions and foresight are growing stronger. For example, a person might start having visions about certain places or people, which they later realize are connected to key events in their lives. This could include a vision about an unexpected change in their career or the appearance of someone they haven't met yet. The more they tune into these experiences, the more they begin to trust the messages that come through. Some believe that these visions are also tied to past lives or karmic lessons. In many cases, they could be revealing something that was unresolved in another lifetime, or warning about potential consequences of past actions. For others, these experiences are linked to soul purpose, showing them glimpses of the work they are destined to do, or the lessons they are meant to learn in this lifetime. But while these experiences can be powerful and even life-changing, they are not always easy to interpret. Visions can be symbolic and complex, requiring a deep level of introspection and spiritual awareness to decode their true meaning. The imagery you witness might not always be literal. Instead, it could symbolize a deeper truth or an emotional state that you need to address. Understanding the context of the vision and how it fits into your life is key to unlocking its full potential. In many spiritual traditions, visions are seen as a form of divine communication. Whether through a religious lens or a more personal spiritual perspective, these experiences are viewed as sacred messages meant to guide you toward your higher purpose. People with the ability to experience visions are often regarded as having a special gift, a heightened sensitivity to the unseen forces that shape our lives. They are able to tap into realms of wisdom and insight that are not accessible to everyone. For some, this ability comes naturally, while for others, it requires practice, patience, and dedication to honing their spiritual awareness. If you've ever had a vision, you might find that it stays with you, often leaving you with an unshakable feeling of knowing that you've seen something important. Even though it can be disorienting at times, these moments are precious. They can offer profound clarity, provide reassurance in moments of doubt, or even help you avoid dangers that you might not have otherwise seen. Whether the visions come as a warning or as a source of encouragement, they are invitations to deepen your spiritual journey, to trust the subtle messages of your intuition, and to acknowledge that there is far more to this world than meets the eye. The third eye, located in the center of your forehead, between your eyebrows, has been revered in many cultures and spiritual traditions as a gateway to higher consciousness. It's often associated with intuition, insight, and the ability to perceive energies beyond the physical world. You might have felt a sensation of pressure in this area at some point, and while this could be purely physical, many spiritual practitioners believe it could be a sign that your third eye is opening, or that you're becoming more attuned to subtle energies. This pressure is not just a random sensation, but could be a meaningful experience, signaling spiritual development or awakening. For those who are spiritually sensitive, the third eye acts as a receptor for messages from the universe or higher realms. Some people claim that when their third eye is fully activated, they can perceive things that others cannot, such as the colors, shapes, or auras associated with spiritual beings or energies. This heightened perception is often accompanied by sensations, such as the feeling of pressure or a mild throbbing in the area around the third eye. This pressure, often described as gentle yet persistent, could be a sign that your mind and soul are opening up to deeper understanding and spiritual awareness. Opening the third eye is a gradual process that involves more than just physical sensations. It requires intentional spiritual practice, such as meditation, mindfulness, energy work, and visualization. Each of these practices helps clear blockages and raise your spiritual vibration, allowing you to access a higher state of consciousness. For those who are new to these practices, the sensation of pressure around the third eye may feel unfamiliar or even a little intense. However, over time, it can become a natural part of your spiritual journey. As you deepen your meditation or mindfulness practice, you might notice an increase in these sensations, which is often interpreted as your third eye becoming more sensitive to the spiritual dimensions around you. There are many who believe that experiencing pressure around the third eye, or even the sensation of a light touch or a pulsing in this area, is an indication that you are becoming more aligned with your true self or purpose. This sensitivity could be a sign that you are ready to connect with your inner wisdom, communicate with your spirit guides, or tap into intuitive gifts such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, or other forms of extrasensory perception. As you continue to open and develop this chakra, you may start to notice other signs of spiritual growth such as vivid dreams, a heightened sense of awareness, or the ability to sense the energy or emotions of others. Spiritual practices that focus on the third eye typically encourage individuals to trust their inner guidance and develop an understanding of the subtle energies around them. The pressure you feel in this area can serve as a gentle nudge from the universe, inviting you to listen more deeply to your intuition and pay attention to the signs and messages that come your way. In some cases, this could also be a reminder that you have a unique role to play in the world, one that involves using your gifts to help guide, heal, or uplift others. People who are spiritually attuned and open to their third eye's energy often find themselves drawn to paths of service, whether through healing, teaching, or offering wisdom to those who seek it. The more you explore and embrace these spiritual experiences, the clearer your path will become. As your third eye continues to open, you may begin to see the world through a different lens, one that is less confined by physical limitations and more attuned to the spiritual, energetic, and intuitive realms. This new way of seeing could lead to profound shifts in your life, from the way you approach relationships to the way you view your own purpose and potential. For those who feel the pressure in their third eye, it's important not to resist these sensations, but rather to welcome them as signs of growth and transformation. When you experience pressure or discomfort, take a moment to sit quietly and tune into your body. Use the sensation as a reminder to breathe deeply, center yourself, and connect with your higher consciousness. Over time, these practices will allow you to better understand the messages and insights that arise from within, helping you become more aligned with your spiritual path. Through this process, you can unlock a deeper sense of purpose and understanding about the role you're meant to play in this world. Spiritual growth is not always easy, and it often involves challenges and moments of uncertainty. However, with each step you take toward embracing your third eye and its potential, you come closer to fulfilling your unique purpose and offering your gifts to others in a meaningful and impactful way. Everyone has experienced a dream that stands out, a moment where the dream felt more vivid, more meaningful than any other. But how often do we remember those dreams once we wake up? Are they just random sequences of images and sensations, or do they carry deeper significance? It's said that the nighttime visions we encounter are not just random musings of our subconscious mind, but rather an opportunity to tap into something much deeper. Our dreams can provide us with insights, guidance, and even glimpses into spiritual realms that remain hidden during our waking hours. This phenomenon suggests that dreams might not be as arbitrary as we think. but rather a bridge to a world beyond the physical. While we sleep, our minds are in a more receptive state, open to influences that go beyond the physical realm. This makes it easier for us to receive spiritual guidance, whether we're aware of it or not. Our rational, awake minds are often preoccupied with the mundane and the material. But during sleep, the ego takes a step back, allowing us to tune into higher energies. Dreams in this sense could be viewed as a channel for spiritual messages, insights, or even warnings. Some spiritual traditions teach that the dream world is not only a space for our subconscious thoughts, but a realm in which we can connect with divine or higher energies. In many religious and spiritual traditions, there is an understanding that before going to sleep, one should prepare spiritually. Ministers, shamans, and spiritual leaders often recommend that people say a prayer, meditate, or set an intention before resting. This practice is believed to create an open channel between the physical and spiritual worlds, inviting higher wisdom and protection during sleep. It's as though by mentally and spiritually tuning in before we sleep, we are better able to receive guidance from the realms beyond our own. Just as we take time to cleanse our bodies and minds during the day, this pre-sleep ritual may help ensure that our dreams are filled with messages of healing, insight, and enlightenment. Perhaps one of the most powerful forms of dreams are those that feel incredibly real. Too real, in fact, to simply be the products of an overactive imagination. These are the dreams that shake us, disturb us, or even change the course of our lives. These dreams are often so vivid that they leave us questioning the boundaries between reality and the dream world. Consider the case of a woman who had a deeply unsettling dream about the death of her father. In the dream, she witnessed the exact circumstances of his passing, details so specific and real that she woke up trembling with fear. Her mind raced with questions. Was it just a coincidence, or was there something more at play here? It wasn't until later that day, when she received a phone call with the news that her father had passed away during the night, that the significance of her dream became painfully clear. The experience left her in awe of the power of dreams, but also deeply disturbed. How could she have known? Was her dream a premonition, or was it her own sixth sense guiding her toward a truth that was yet to be revealed? The nature of this dream, its emotional impact, its preciseness and its timing, speaks to something beyond ordinary perception. For this woman, the dream was not merely a subconscious reflection of her anxieties or fears. It was a direct and powerful message from the spiritual realm. It's easy to dismiss such an experience as a coincidence, but for those who have experienced similarly vivid dreams, it's hard to ignore the possibility that there is more happening than we can comprehend. In many spiritual traditions, dreams like these are seen as a form of spiritual awakening or a demonstration of heightened intuitive abilities. Such dreams may signal that an individual is particularly attuned to spiritual energies, allowing them to receive information that others may not perceive. For those who believe in an afterlife or a continued spiritual existence, this type of dream might even be interpreted as a form of communication from the deceased, offering closure or guidance. This ability to sense or receive information through dreams, particularly when it involves significant life events or the passing of loved ones, may suggest that the individual is spiritually gifted. Such vivid dreams could be seen as a direct manifestation of a person's heightened awareness, a gift that allows them to access realms of knowledge and consciousness that are hidden from the average person. In this sense, the dream becomes a tool for spiritual growth, providing valuable insights into life, death, and the nature of existence. It's important to note that dreams like these are not exclusive to a select few. Everyone has the potential to tap into this higher consciousness, but the ability to do so may vary based on an individual's openness, spiritual practices, or inherent sensitivity. Some people may be more naturally attuned to the spiritual realm, while others may need to cultivate practices such as meditation, prayer, or energy work to sharpen their intuitive abilities. Regardless of how it manifests, the experience of a particularly vivid or meaningful dream is often a reminder that we are not alone in our spiritual journeys. Whether the dream is a warning, a message of comfort, or a call to action, it is an opportunity to explore the unseen world and our connection to it. While it's impossible to fully control the dreams we experience, we can learn to navigate them with greater awareness. Being mindful of the dreams we have, especially the ones that stand out as being particularly intense or meaningful, can help us interpret their messages more clearly. Keeping a dream journal can be an invaluable tool for those who wish to deepen their connection to their dreams and, by extension, their spiritual selves. Writing down the details of your dreams, no matter how strange or fragmented they may seem, can help you uncover patterns or recurring themes that may reveal deeper truths about your life or spiritual path. Additionally, learning to practice lucid dreaming, where you are aware of and can control your actions within the dream, may also help you unlock the deeper layers of your subconscious mind. Lucid dreaming has been used for centuries in spiritual and psychological practices as a way to confront fears, heal trauma, and even receive guidance from the spirit world. This level of conscious awareness within the dream state can act as a powerful tool for personal growth and spiritual development. The mystery of dreams will likely never be fully unraveled, and perhaps that is part of their magic. They offer a glimpse into a reality beyond our waking lives, a space where the physical laws of time and space no longer apply, and where the soul may roam free, encountering truths that our conscious minds are too limited to fully comprehend. Whether they are warnings, messages, or simply reflections of our subconscious, dreams serve as an essential part of our spiritual journey. We must embrace the mystery and open ourselves to the possibility that our dreams may carry messages that are too profound to fully understand at first glance. Through self-reflection, spiritual practice, and a deepening connection to our inner selves, we can begin to unlock the power of our dreams. Ultimately, they remind us that we are part of something far greater than ourselves, a vast, interconnected spiritual universe where every thought, feeling, and experience plays a role in our collective journey. Dreams have fascinated humanity for millennia, stirring curiosity and inspiring countless interpretations. While it's easy to dismiss them as fleeting, random thoughts or the product of our unconscious mind trying to process the events of the day, many cultures and spiritual traditions hold that dreams are far more significant than we realize. They may carry profound messages, reveal hidden truths, or even provide warnings from the spiritual realm. Understanding the deeper layers of our dreams can help us gain insight into our lives, relationships, and inner selves. It's important to note that not every dream is a direct reflection of our subconscious mind or simply a result of the day's events. While it's true that dreams often incorporate elements from our waking lives, their meaning goes beyond mere recollection. Dreams are thought to be a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms, a conduit for divine or mystical guidance. This is why dreams that seem particularly vivid or confusing should never be brushed aside. They might hold symbolic meanings, or perhaps they are conveying messages that are not immediately apparent. Take, for instance, the famous biblical dream of Pharaoh in the Old Testament. In his dream, Pharaoh saw 7 fat cows followed by 7 lean cows, a vision that seemed nonsensical at first glance. However, the dream was interpreted by Joseph as a divine warning, a prophecy of 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. This example illustrates how dreams have historically been regarded as significant, carrying messages that are often far beyond our understanding at first. Such dreams are not random thoughts, but instead they are considered by many to be a form of communication from a higher power, a force that seeks to guide and protect us. This leads us to a vital practice: keeping a dream journal. Writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up can help you track recurring themes, symbols, or emotions that arise in your sleep. Sometimes, dreams don't make sense in the moment, but upon reflection, you may begin to see patterns or connections to your waking life. A dream journal is not only a tool for personal reflection, but also a means of tuning in to the deeper, spiritual aspects of your existence. It allows you to document feelings of confusion, fear, or intrigue that certain dreams may evoke, offering clues that might point to messages or warnings that you need to pay attention to. In fact, many people who have embraced the practice of dream interpretation report feeling a heightened sense of awareness and intuition in their waking lives. By paying closer attention to our dreams, we start to notice the subtle ways in which the spiritual world communicates with us, helping us navigate challenges and avoid pitfalls we might otherwise miss. Another fascinating aspect of dreams is the presence of guiding voices. There are those who have reported hearing voices in their dreams or in moments of deep meditation or introspection. These voices, often perceived as coming from an unseen source, are thought to be spiritual guides, or even angels offering insight or advice. Some people hear these voices during moments of uncertainty, receiving messages that seem to provide clarity, guidance, or even comfort during difficult times. It's not always the case that the voice is loud or physically audible. It could also manifest as a thought, a feeling, or an instinctual understanding that suddenly appears within the mind. These moments may seem sudden or unexplainable, but they are often regarded as a sign that you are tapped into a higher level of awareness. At times, these guiding voices offer practical advice, answering questions you hadn't voiced aloud, or providing solutions to problems that have been weighing on your mind. In the world of spiritual perception, these voices are seen as whispers from beyond, a means of connecting to the divine. For many, this kind of communication isn't just a passing coincidence. It's considered a sign of spiritual awakening or heightened intuition. Learning to listen to these voices, whether they come in the form of words, feelings, or dreams, can offer invaluable insights. They encourage you to trust your inner wisdom and tap into the spiritual guidance that is always available to you, even when it feels as though you're alone or uncertain. While hearing such voices can be unsettling for some, it's important to remain open and receptive. Fear or skepticism may cause you to dismiss these experiences, but by remaining calm and attentive, you may uncover the wisdom being offered. In many spiritual traditions, this is seen as a gift, a means by which the divine or our spiritual guides offer support and advice for the journey ahead. If you've ever experienced a sudden flash of insight or found yourself knowing something without being able to explain how, chances are you've received such guidance, even if you didn't recognize it at the time. The connection between dreams, spiritual guidance, and personal insight is undeniable. Many people report that as they begin to cultivate a deeper relationship with their dreams and spiritual awareness, they experience greater clarity in their waking lives. The ability to understand dreams, interpret them meaningfully, and hear guidance from the unseen realm can help you navigate life's challenges with a sense of peace and purpose. This doesn't mean that every dream will hold a profound message, nor that every voice you hear will provide earth-shattering advice. However, by remaining attuned to the spiritual aspects of life, you open yourself up to the wisdom and direction that may have been hidden before. Have you ever found yourself waking up between the hours of 3 and 4 in the morning? It's a curious phenomenon that many people experience, and it could signify something much deeper than simply an odd sleep pattern. This time, often referred to as the sacred hour, is seen in many spiritual traditions as a powerful and mystical time, believed to be a window when the veil between the physical world and the spiritual realm is thinnest. It is during these early morning hours that miracles are said to occur, that divine messages are received, and that individuals may be more open to supernatural experiences. In many cultures, this time is associated with heightened spiritual awareness and a closer connection to the divine. If you wake up during this period regularly and do not have a medical condition affecting your sleep, it might be an indication that you're more attuned to the spiritual realm than you realize. Some believe that these early morning awakenings are not just random, but a way for higher forces or spirits to communicate with you. The fact that you're awake during this quiet, sacred time could suggest that you're being called to listen more deeply, to receive a message, to learn something important, or perhaps to awaken a dormant spiritual gift within yourself. For those who experience this, it may be helpful to take a moment and pay attention to your thoughts, emotions, or even the dreams that follow. What was on your mind before you woke up? What feelings did you have upon waking? These could be subtle clues to deeper meanings or messages trying to come through. In some spiritual practices, this is considered the best time to pray, meditate, or reflect on life's bigger questions. Many people report a heightened sense of awareness during these hours, and some even believe that this is the best time to make requests to the universe, to heal, or to seek guidance. If this is happening to you, it might be time to cultivate a deeper understanding of your spiritual gifts. You could start by meditating or journaling during these early hours. Sometimes, just the simple act of slowing down and tuning into your intuition can reveal profound insights and spiritual truths that were previously hidden from you. Pay attention to the recurring nature of these wakeful moments. They may be a sign that you're being called to a higher purpose, or that something important in your spiritual journey is unfolding. Have you ever had moments when seemingly unrelated events happen in perfect alignment, almost as if they were meant to occur? These coincidences, often referred to as synchronicity, can feel like little nudges from the universe or the divine. For some, these experiences are a clear indication of a deeper spiritual connection and are considered signs that the universe is guiding you in subtle ways. Synchronicity happens when two or more events that appear to be unrelated or disconnected occur simultaneously or in close succession, creating a meaningful pattern. For example, you might think about an old friend you haven't spoken to in years, and the very next day you run into them unexpectedly. Or perhaps you have a recurring thought or dream about a specific person, only to find out later that they are going through a difficult time and could really use your support. These types of occurrences are often seen as spiritual signals, meant to capture your attention and offer you guidance or insight. Many spiritual people believe that synchronicity is not merely a coincidence, but rather a reflection of the interconnectedness of all things. It's as though the universe is trying to show you that everything, even the seemingly insignificant events, is woven together with purpose. One of the most powerful aspects of synchronicity is its ability to bring clarity to your life in ways that go beyond logic or reason. When these occurrences keep happening, they might suggest that you are on the right path, or that you are being nudged toward a particular decision or realization. This could be an invitation to trust your instincts more fully, to listen to the whispers of your intuition, or to embrace a sense of flow in your life rather than trying to control every aspect of it. One of the most powerful aspects of synchronicity is its ability to bring clarity to your life in ways that go beyond logic or reason. When these occurrences keep happening, they might suggest that you're on the right path or that you're being nudged toward a particular decision or realization. This could be an invitation to trust your instincts more fully, to listen to the whispers of your intuition, or to embrace a sense of flow in your life rather than trying to control every aspect of it. Sometimes, synchronicity can also serve as a wake-up call. For example, you might have a recurring dream or feeling about a certain person in your life, and then out of the blue, that person reaches out to you. The universe might be encouraging you to reconnect with someone from your past, to forgive, or to make amends. When you experience these kinds of seemingly random events, take a moment to pause and reflect. Is there something deeper behind the coincidence? What message could the universe be trying to send you? In some spiritual traditions, synchronicity is also seen as a sign of alignment between your inner world and the greater cosmic flow. When you experience synchronicity, it might mean that you're operating in harmony with the universe, that you are in tune with your higher self, or that you are being led toward a life of greater meaning and fulfillment. These moments are often described as signposts on your spiritual path, helping you navigate through the twists and turns of life with a sense of purpose. Some people believe that synchronicity continues even after death. Have you ever thought about someone who passed away, only to have something remind you of them at the exact moment when you were thinking of them? It's as though the spirit world is reaching out to you, offering comfort or guidance. Whether or not you believe in life after death, synchronicity can be a profound experience that invites reflection on your connections to others, both the living and the departed. If you find yourself experiencing frequent synchronicities, it might be an opportunity to consider the relationships and events happening in your life. Sometimes, these occurrences can help you see connections that you had previously overlooked, offering you clarity on decisions you need to make or on unresolved issues from your past. Be open to these signs, and remember that sometimes the universe communicates with us in the most unexpected and magical ways. Both waking up in the sacred hour and experiencing a series of synchronicities are signs that you might be spiritually attuned. These moments are not coincidences, but rather invitations to explore deeper layers of your soul and the universe around you. Whether you choose to meditate, pray, reflect, or simply pay more attention to the patterns unfolding in your life, these experiences can be powerful gateways to greater self-awareness and a more profound spiritual journey. Trust the process and stay open to the signs that guide you forward. Nightmares are more than just unsettling dreams. They can be profound messages from realms beyond our comprehension. This is especially true for children, whose souls are more sensitive and open to supernatural influences. A child's emotional and psychological state is still developing, making them particularly vulnerable to vivid dreams and visions that can feel real and terrifying. For a child, nightmares often seem to tap into deeper unspoken fears that seem to arise from nowhere. However, there may be more at play than simply a subconscious process playing out. In the spiritual realm, it is often said that children, due to their purity and heightened intuition, are more capable of sensing energies from the other side. A sensitive soul can easily pick up on the presence of entities or energies that adults might overlook or dismiss. This heightened sensitivity might manifest as nightmares or unsettling dreams. For adults, these same experiences can also be deeply significant. When we enter certain brainwave states, such as delta or theta, our consciousness can shift into a space where we're more susceptible to receiving spiritual messages. The delta state is the deepest level of sleep, where true rest and rejuvenation take place, while theta is a state between wakefulness and sleep, often associated with deep relaxation, meditation, and vivid daydreaming. It is in this transitional space between these two states where the boundaries of physical perception begin to blur, allowing those with heightened spiritual sensitivity to experience visions, sensations, or messages from the spirit world. People who are spiritually attuned may find that when they enter this state, they are able to perceive energies or receive clear, often startling messages that are not part of their normal waking reality. This is a kind of intuitive or psychic experience that allows a deeper level of awareness, offering insights or guidance from beyond. When it comes to recurring nightmares, these might not just be a product of a disturbed subconscious mind, but could also be a way for the spirit world to communicate directly with you. Often, the messages being delivered may be ignored, misinterpreted, or simply unheard. The spirit world, however, will not give up easily, just as a child will go to great lengths to get the attention of their parents. In some cases, the recurring nightmares may be a desperate attempt by spirits, whether they are ancestors, guides, or other energies, to make themselves known. The severity of the nightmare may increase as the spirit seeks more urgent attention, signaling that something important needs to be understood or acknowledged. In these instances, it's essential to listen to what these dreams might be telling you. When you wake up from a nightmare feeling a surge of panic or irrational fear, it's worth considering whether these feelings are entirely your own, or if they might be induced by an external spiritual source. Sometimes the intense emotions that flood your mind upon waking could be linked to the emotional state of someone you know, or a situation that requires your attention. The spirit world often uses dreams, particularly nightmares, as a method of drawing your attention to potential dangers or emotional imbalances that need to be addressed in your waking life. If you consistently experience panic or unsettling emotions upon waking from a dream, it might be worth checking in with your loved ones or taking note of any situations or individuals in your life who may need assistance. A spirit may be trying to warn you about impending danger, illness, or even to alert you to someone who is in need of healing. This heightened emotional state triggered by a nightmare may be your subconscious mind's way of tuning in to the subtle energies around you, allowing you to protect yourself and those you care about. Many people have experienced what can only be described as a sudden tingling sensation, perhaps starting from the head and cascading down the spine, or perhaps radiating through your hands or feet. These sensations can sometimes be accompanied by feelings of euphoria, wonder, or deep insight, leaving you with a sense that something extraordinary has occurred. This tingling sensation, often referred to as a spiritual awakening signal, is often experienced by those who are attuned to the energetic frequencies of the universe. If you've ever felt a sudden jolt of joy or inexplicable energy when hearing a profound truth, a remarkable statement, or even just a moment of clarity in your life, you may have experienced this tingling sensation. It can also happen when you're in the presence of someone who exudes a high level of spiritual energy, or when you're exposed to an environment that supports a heightened state of consciousness. For some, this sensation can even manifest during meditation or moments of intense focus when the mind opens to receive divine guidance. But what's really happening when you feel this tingling? In spiritual terms, it's said to be the body's way of indicating that you are in alignment with higher spiritual frequencies or energies. Think of it as your soul's way of signaling that you're on the right path, or that you're in tune with the divine light. This can be interpreted as a form of spiritual communication, an alignment with the universe, or even a moment of synchronicity where your physical and spiritual selves are perfectly connected. The sensation itself can feel magical or miraculous, almost as though you've experienced something supernatural, and in a sense, you have. Your body's reacting to an energetic shift, a heightened state of awareness, or the opening of spiritual channels. It's as if your very cells are coming alive with the presence of higher consciousness, a physical response to the flow of energy that is moving through you. This kind of tingling sensation is often the body's confirmation that a particular truth or realization has been absorbed on a deep, energetic level. In some spiritual traditions, this sensation is seen as a sign of the opening of the crown chakra, the energy center located at the top of the head, which governs spiritual awareness, intuition, and connection to the divine. When this chakra is activated, the individual may feel a heightened sense of awareness, a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of life, and even a sense of unity with the universe. This sensation might also be an indicator of psychic development, where you're beginning to tune in more clearly to energies, messages, and higher wisdom. There are certain individuals who, in difficult or charged situations, seem to possess an almost otherworldly ability to sense what others cannot. They have an uncanny knack for reading energy, feeling emotions, or picking up on subtle shifts in the atmosphere that escape the attention of most. This ability goes beyond mere intuition. It's a heightened spiritual sensitivity, a discerning quality that allows these individuals to navigate through life's complexities with wisdom and clarity. This capacity for discernment often manifests in a deeper understanding of the unseen, a recognition of energies, and an ability to distinguish between what is true and what is false. For instance, someone with a finely tuned sense of discernment may walk into a room and instantly detect the presence of a negative or malevolent energy. While most people might feel discomfort or unease without understanding why, those with spiritual sensitivity can often perceive the source of that discomfort, whether it's a harmful spirit, an unbalanced emotional presence, or an environment charged with negativity. They may even be able to see, sense, or feel the presence of these energies, a gift that allows them to navigate complex spiritual landscapes where others remain oblivious. This ability to discriminate, to see and feel energies that are invisible to the casual observer, requires deep spiritual awareness and discipline. Just like any other skill, it's something that can be cultivated over time with practice, patience, and a willingness to open oneself to the unseen forces of the universe. It's not a gift that's given overnight. Rather, it is something that grows as one progresses on their spiritual journey, often unfolding gradually as the individual becomes more attuned to the subtleties of the spiritual world. As you begin to walk this path of heightened awareness, something remarkable happens. You open your third eye. This metaphorical eye is not a physical organ, but a spiritual center located in the forehead between the eyebrows. The third eye is traditionally associated with intuition, perception, and higher consciousness. When it begins to open, it grants access to higher dimensions of existence, allowing you to see beyond the physical world into realms that are usually hidden from ordinary sight. You may start to perceive energies, entities, or truths that were previously beyond your reach. This heightened awareness can be both exhilarating and overwhelming, as you begin to tune into the vibrations and frequencies of the universe in ways that you've never experienced before. However, as with any powerful gift, this new ability requires control and discipline. It's not enough simply to open your third eye and let it remain open at all times. there is a need for balance. Overexposure to these higher realms can be draining, disorienting, or even frightening. Your spiritual senses must be trained so that you can control when and how to access these deeper dimensions. One of the first steps in this process is learning how to shut off the third eye when needed, allowing yourself to rest and rejuvenate. Just as the body needs sleep, the spirit needs time to recover and recalibrate. With time, however, you will learn to use this gift with greater ease. Your ability to discern energies will become more refined, your judgments more accurate. You will gain mastery over the practice, and it will become integrated into your daily life, not as something that controls you, but as something you control. You will learn to navigate the spiritual world as naturally as you move through the physical one, and you will begin to see the world not just with your eyes, but with a deeper, more profound sense of knowing. The real challenge of cultivating spiritual gifts lies not just in recognizing and developing them, but in how you choose to respond once you have them. Spiritual sensitivity is not something you can switch off at will, nor is it always easy to understand or integrate. As your awareness grows, you will encounter situations where your discernment will guide you to make difficult decisions that may not always be popular or easy to explain to others. The question then becomes, how will you respond? As you continue walking your spiritual path, there will be moments when you must make choices that require wisdom, judgment, and courage. Sometimes, the guidance you receive through your heightened sensitivity will challenge the status quo or go against conventional wisdom. This can be a lonely road, as you might find it difficult to explain your experiences to others who do not share the same level of spiritual awareness. It is here, in these moments of inner conflict, that your faith plays a crucial role. Faith is not merely belief in something greater than yourself. It's trust in your own inner guidance and the wisdom that comes from your spiritual connection. It's the confidence that you are being led in the right direction, even if the path is unclear or the outcome uncertain. Faith helps you to stay grounded and centered, even when the world around you is full of distractions and noise. And as you continue to grow in your spiritual journey, it is your faith that will sustain you, giving you the strength to face challenges with grace and courage. Maintaining your spiritual gifts is an ongoing process, one that requires continuous self-reflection and discipline. As with any talent, if left unchecked or ignored, your abilities can become dormant or even fade away. The key to nurturing your spiritual gifts is staying in touch with your inner self, practicing mindfulness, and creating space for spiritual growth. Regular self-reflection is essential to understanding your own emotional and energetic state. Are you feeling balanced, grounded, and clear, or are you overwhelmed, distracted, and scattered? Your gifts will be most effective when you're in a state of alignment with your higher self. Part of this process also involves being honest with yourself about your abilities. Have you ever had a dream that later came true? Do you experience intuitive flashes that others might dismiss as coincidence? Perhaps people have called you an old soul, or you've felt a deep connection to something beyond the physical world. These experiences are not random. They are reflections of your spiritual talents which have been with you all along, waiting to be recognized and developed. The more you acknowledge and honor these abilities, the more they will flourish. But equally important is the recognition that spiritual growth takes time. Patience is key. There will be moments when progress seems slow or when doubts arise. It is during these times that it is most crucial to trust the process, knowing that the spiritual path is not linear and that your abilities will unfold in their own time. The key is not to rush the process, but to remain open and receptive to what comes, cultivating patience, faith, and discipline as you move forward. Ultimately, you have a choice. You can either embrace the spiritual gifts you have been given or reject them. Some may choose to ignore their intuition or suppress their spiritual sensitivity out of fear or uncertainty. Others, however, will choose to embrace their unique talents and cultivate them, knowing that these gifts have a purpose beyond personal benefit. When used wisely, spiritual gifts not only enrich your own life, but also allow you to serve and uplift others. Finding your spiritual calling is less about seeking approval from the outside world and more about listening to your inner voice, the still small voice that guides you toward your true purpose. As you continue to explore and develop your spiritual gifts, remember that you are not alone on this journey. You're part of a larger spiritual community, and the wisdom and experiences you share with others can have a profound impact on the world around you. As you move forward on your path, take comfort in the knowledge that you are being guided every step of the way, and trust that the gifts you have cultivated will reveal their full purpose in time. Whether you're using your abilities to help others, to gain deeper insight into the mysteries of life, or simply to live a more balanced and authentic existence, remember that the ability to use one's judgment in difficult situations is a profound and precious gift, a gift that, when used with wisdom, can lead to a life of great spiritual fulfillment and service to the world. When the Spirit has a message to convey, it speaks with clarity and precision, leaving no room for confusion. Its words are often brief, but deeply impactful, requiring only that you stay connected to your own essence in order to truly understand. If you wish to receive the wisdom that the Spirit offers, you must be in tune with your inner self, remaining grounded and open to its subtle nudges. In this chaotic world, where external distractions can easily pull us away from our center, it becomes essential to cultivate an awareness of these inner signals. The Spirit's messages are not loud or demanding, rather, they whisper softly, often when we least expect it, guiding us through life's challenges. If you possess spiritual gifts, you're in a unique position to offer others guidance during turbulent times. In moments of uncertainty, people may be drawn to you without even fully understanding why. They may seek comfort, clarity, or direction, intuitively sensing that your heightened perception offers them a kind of sanctuary. Your ability to perceive spiritual truths, which may seem invisible to others, can serve as a beacon of light in a world that is often clouded by confusion and fear. As such, your spiritual gifts are not just for your own personal growth, but are meant to be shared with those around you. They can act as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms, helping others navigate difficult situations. To nurture your spiritual abilities, it is crucial that you remain committed to your own growth. Just as a physical skill requires practice and dedication to improve, so too does your spiritual awareness. One of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal is your third eye, the gateway to the soul. This sacred center allows you to perceive deeper truths and align with your soul's purpose. When fully activated, your third eye offers you access to profound wisdom that can transform your life in ways you may never have imagined. It can help you discern the unseen forces at play in your life, guiding you to make better decisions, avoid harmful situations, and embrace opportunities for growth. As you continue to develop your spiritual gifts, you may find that you become increasingly attuned to the energetic patterns in the world around you. These patterns are not always easy to discern, but with time, they will become clearer. This heightened perception will enable you to see beyond the surface and recognize the underlying causes of the challenges that people face. With this awareness, you can offer practical spiritual guidance to others, helping them realign their actions with their true purpose and navigate life's complexities. For example, If you have a particular spiritual gift, you may be able to use it to protect yourself and those you love from harm. Whether it's through meditation, energy healing, or protective visualization, your gifts can act as a shield against negative influences. Moreover, even the occurrence of a negative event does not necessarily have to lead to lasting harm. By harnessing the power of your spiritual gifts, you may find that you are able to reverse the impact of these challenges or transform them into opportunities for growth and healing. This is a reminder that the spiritual realm is not separate from the physical. It is intertwined, and the guidance you receive can have a tangible impact on your life and the lives of those around you. The first step in this process is recognizing that you possess these abilities. This awareness is essential because without it, you may inadvertently ignore the wisdom that is already available to you. Once you acknowledge your gifts, the next step is to invest in their development. This might involve practices such as meditation, prayer, studying sacred texts, or working with mentors who can help you fine-tune your skills. As you nurture your spiritual talents, you will find that they grow stronger, and your ability to perceive and act on spiritual guidance will become more refined. The final and perhaps most important step is to reconnect with your true self. It's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle of daily life, but when you take time to reflect and listen to your inner voice, you open the door to your higher purpose. This is where your spiritual gifts truly flourish. When you align your actions with your soul's calling, you are in the flow of divine guidance, and everything begins to fall into place. Your gifts are not just for you, they are part of your contribution to the greater whole. And when you use them with love and integrity, you create a ripple effect that can impact the world in profound ways. Take a moment to reflect. What is your innate spiritual ability? Is it intuition, healing, empathy, or something else entirely? The more you explore and develop this talent, the more you will understand how it is meant to serve you and others. Trust that the Spirit is always there to guide you, but it's up to you to stay connected and open to the messages it sends. I sincerely hope that this message has been valuable to you. As you continue on your spiritual journey, remember that you're not alone. The Spirit is with you every step of the way, helping you uncover your true potential. Please join us again in the next video, where we will explore more ways to enhance your spiritual path. Until then, stay centered, stay connected, and allow your gifts to guide you on your journey. We will meet again soon.